Blue Bloods Donnie Wahlberg in the new series Boston Blue, Friday, October 17th, part of CBS Premiere Week.
I can see clearly now. Ooh, gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. That's right.
Johnson has been found and is safe. In honor of civil rights leader John Lewis, a nationwide demonstration took place to mark his birthday. Our own John Truitt caught up with one such demonstration in Negaunee.
Across the country, thousands of people came together for the Good Trouble Lives On National Day of Action. Coined by civil rights icon John Lewis, Good Trouble means taking peaceful, nonviolent action to challenge injustice and push for meaningful change. Now in its fifth year, over 1,600 events, including here in Marquette County, will honor Lewis's legacy, fighting for justice, voting rights, and human dignity.
Many hands make light work, and if we all support our part in restoring proper democracy, democratic values, a Republican form of government, then we're doing our country a service by doing our little part, what we can.
Over 200 protesters turned out in Marquette, Ishpeming, and here in Miners Park in Negaunee.
We want people to know we don't accept this, what is going on today, by the myriad of signs that we've seen. Refuse, resist, public broadcasting, gender equality, that all matters.
With all the uncertainty and turmoil in our nation's capital, these demonstrators hope today's gathering has galvanized their supporters into action.
But an event like this is an opportunity for people there, and for farm workers, and for nurses, and anyone who has anything to say, to get out and say it.
More than just a protest rally, this event was a chance to network and learn from others with similar concerns. The roadside demonstrations were followed by a community dinner and concert in Negaunee's Jackson Park. In Negaunee, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel is joining a coalition of AGs calling for changes to federal immigration enforcement. The group is urging Congress to require ICE agents to be clearly identifiable during operations. Our own Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy spoke with Nessel to learn more about why attorneys general decided to send a letter.
A coalition of 21 attorneys general, co-led by Michigan's Dana Nessel, is urging Congress to pass new federal laws governing immigration enforcement tactics.
They're operating in plain clothes, without clear insignia identifying them from their agency. They're wearing masks.
The letter highlights growing instances of immigration officers making arrests near courthouses, homes, and workplaces, often without coordinating with local law enforcement.
They are creating and fostering trust with those communities, and ICE is coming in and they're completely destroying all the hard work that our local law enforcement has put in over the course of many years.
Nessel also warns that immigrant families, including legal residents and citizens, are avoiding healthcare, schools, and police for fear of encountering ICE agents. The coalition says these enforcement tactics erode public trust and conflict with regulations that require officers to be clearly identifiable.
It's dangerous to the public, but it's also dangerous to law enforcement, because if you really think that somebody is trying to illegally apprehend you, you're going to fight back.
The group is calling on Congress to pass laws that require ICE agents to wear badges, display agency identification, and notify local law enforcement before carrying out operations.
The state police apprehends dangerous criminals, or the county sheriffs or local law enforcement has been doing that, and they're not wearing masks.
The letter has been sent to congressional leaders, but no formal legislation has been introduced yet. In the meantime, state officials say they'll continue pressing for more transparency and safety in immigration enforcement. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
President Trump has said the first targets for deportation would be criminals he described as the worst of the worst. But we've obtained data showing that does not appear to be what's happening. Tom Hansen takes a deeper look tonight at the president's illegal immigration crackdown.
The worst of the worst, always the first.
We've been going after the worst of the worst and doing it the right way.
It's been the administration's rallying cry.
President Trump made a commitment that the worst of the worst will go to.
But CBS News has obtained deportation data that tells a different story. Of the estimated 70,000 people with criminal convictions who have been deported since January, just 0.5% were convicted of murder, less than 2% for sex offenses, and less than 0.5% were convicted of kidnapping. A woman we met in New York attended this protest to demand the release of her son. Dylan Contreras is a high school senior. They're Venezuelan. His mother, Raisa, told us Dylan has been held in a Pennsylvania detention center for 2 months, despite having no criminal history. He was here under a federal program that allows migrants to stay in the U.S. for humanitarian reasons. Her son was detained after attending a routine immigration hearing in May.
What's your son telling you about the conditions in the facility?
No son las mejores.
Her son describes the prison conditions as inhumane, including rancid food and bugs in the drinking water. Securing the southern border was pivotal for President Trump's election, and today, border crossings are at a historic low. A poll by the news agency Reuters found only 41% of Americans approve of President Trump's immigration policies. Raisa says she has faith her son will get out of detention.
And Dylan is one of at least 3 New York City students who were detained. Since then, 2 of those students have been released. But clearly the whole ordeal really struck a nerve with so many here in downtown Manhattan. Hundreds of people packed fully square. Now they are marching around the city to express their outrage.
Northern Michigan University is starting construction on a major new multi-use space. WZMQ reporter Samuel McKnight gives us a look at the project and why NMU is doing it.
Construction is underway on NMU's new sustainability lab behind Woodland Park Apartments. The lab will house several outdoor raised growing beds and 2 hoop greenhouses for collaboration and experimentation within the campus and community.
It'll be a site for experimenting, a site for learning, a site for teaching, and really a site for growing great food and growing good ideas.
Along with teaching and experimenting, the lab will also be used to grow food for NMU's food pantry and help feed students.
We're hoping that we'll be able to triple the amount of food that we provide to the university's food pantry, providing more students with local, fresh, organically grown food from right here on campus.
Thompson says providing food for their students and community is a major priority and part of a larger ongoing effort.
We're technically a food desert. Figuring out how to grow more food locally and feed more people with things that are grown right here, haven't traveled, are super fresh is important, not just for our campus, but it's part of a state of Michigan hunger-free campus pilot program.
She also says one of the site's main benefits is its adaptability and room for expansion.
The part of the project that's most exciting is it's open to opportunity. So once we start to build out the site, then it will be an open invitation to the campus and community to play with different ideas.
According to Thompson, the project is also an opportunity for many groups from on and off campus to collaborate to make something special.
It's a great example of a project that spans disciplines, departments, divisions, pillars. I've been so impressed with the folks who have raised their hand and said, oh, we can contribute. We want to be a part of that.
Samuel McKnight, WZMQ 19 News, Marquette.
Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, consumer spending in the U.S. is on the rise. We'll go over the latest data, and we do a deep dive into the mental health struggles facing pilots. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Get 0% APR for 48 months or $7,500 in rebates on the 2024 F-150. The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
It's that time of year again. It's Christmas in July at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. Christmas has come early for our customers the entire month of July. It's our biggest store-wide sale of the year with up to 60% off. That's what I said, up to 60% off. Loose diamonds up to 50% off. Santa has come down the chimney at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
Richardson Jewelers. Looking for a car that won't fall apart on the way home? Bam! Come to John's Auto where cars are clean, run great, and don't smell like french fries. Does your car need a tune-up? Bam! Service department. Do you want your car to sparkle? Bam! Detailing department. Need a quieter sister? Bam! Wait. For the best pre-owned cars, the best service, and the best detailing, come to John's Auto Marquette.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is going on now through August at Fox Marquette Ford. Lease a 2025 Ford Bronco Sport, Big Bend 4-wheel drive for $459 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
Welcome back. We're getting ready for your Friday, which means we're basically at the weekend. If you're looking to get out and boat tomorrow, things are looking okay. Maybe a few evening showers, just depends when you're going to take the boat out, with some low wave heights, and that UV index will be moderate with those southwest winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So a nice shift in the wind. We won't have the northern winds cooling things down. And over the next 48 hours for that rain, we are expecting rain to push on in once we get to tomorrow afternoon and evening. So within this time frame ahead of it, we'll have some increasing cloud cover, getting ready for a few scattered showers, and that will continue into Saturday too. Things will really start to taper off precipitation wise once we get to Sunday. But for that UV outlook, of course, no matter if this 2 or 11 or 1 in between, you need the SPF no matter what. But especially for the weekend, when you get outside and enjoy some more seasonal conditions, we will have those UV index values up to about 8, maybe even pushing 9 at times. So it's very important to find some shade and stay hydrated as you enjoy summertime. First morning weather futurecast, nice and clear to start off tomorrow morning. This is when we can expect a little bit of those showers pushing on in, especially out to Ironwood in the western half of the Upper Peninsula. And as it moves through, it's likely going to diminish and lose a little bit of this power. Not a major system or a frontal system by any means, but it will definitely linger and leave some lasting moisture into Saturday too. Some maybe uncomfortable dew points through the weekend, but overall these are nice conditions for the summer. But we put on the future rain outlook, and it's not too bad, up to about 1/2 of an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch at times when the showers initially push in to the Ironwood area. So we'll see how much it accumulates, if anything, but the biggest risk for Friday, Saturday rain-wise would be that Friday evening. And for the active wildfires up into Canada, they are still burning and not really getting better. So with that being said, once we get those northwest winds in effect, we might start to see it in the area. This is the future smoke outlook. I think the worst of it over the next few days would be for the overnight hours and maybe even into Saturday too. But again, any type of rain that we do see, that is going to help to lessen the intensity of any air quality issues. For the weekend, overall, not too bad. If we were to average as a report card, I would give the weekend a solid B-, maybe even an A-, depending on exactly what you're looking for. But a few evening showers for Friday and Saturday, with those high temperatures into some more seasonal ranges. And then we get to Sunday, we will really get some dry conditions, probably lower those dew points too, with lots of sunshine on the way. And as we head into the next week ahead, we are looking at trending a little bit above average, still seeing lots of sunshine and a few scattered showers and storms in there. But next Tuesday and Wednesday, we are into the upper 70s.
Kelly, thanks again. Even with mixed signals about the economy, Americans have been on a shopping spree. Consumer spending ticked higher last month despite uncertainty over tariffs and the U.S. economy. The latest snapshot from the Commerce Department shows Americans spent over $720 billion on retail and food sales. That's up 0.6% from May and up nearly 4% from last June. The numbers were about 3 times higher than expected and continued to surge during online sales in July.
There's some evidence there was a lot of spending on low ticket items, that the average ticket price on what was spent was like $25. I think what we're really seeing about consumers right now, with inflation, with prices being high, people are more discerning. They're being very strategic. They're really considerate of how they're spending their money.
During a 4-day period in July, consumers spent more than $24 billion on Amazon Prime and other online sales events, up 30% from a year ago. You might remember the story of an off-duty Alaska Airlines pilot who tried to turn off the engines of a plane mid-flight after he was feeling the effects of magic mushrooms. His case has reignited the conversation about barriers facing pilots when it comes to their mental health. Chris Van Cleve spoke with that pilot, Joseph Emerson, who is set to be arraigned on a series of federal charges next month.
Were you trying to crash that plane?
No, I had no intention of crashing an actual airplane. I wanted to wake up. I was convinced I wasn't going home to my wife and kids.
Making no excuses, former airline captain Joe Emerson takes us back to October 2023 and the night that changed his life. He says he'd been grieving the loss of his best friend and had turned first to alcohol.
I wish that I was self-aware to see how my behavior was affecting others, and to not let it get to the point where I'm dealing with life by, let's try a psychedelic now. Who does that at 44 years old? Apparently I do.
Did you have a sense something wasn't right?
No, I had everything under control.
Except he didn't. 2 days after trying those magic mushrooms, he boarded a flight off duty as a passenger from Everett, Washington to San Francisco.
I am in all-out panic and fear. This isn't real. You're not going home.
It was a full flight, 83 other passengers and crew on board, so he was in the cockpit jump seat.
You're not going home. You need to wake up. And that's when I acted. And I pulled the handles that were in front of my face.
Those handles cut off fuel to the engines in the event of a fire.
Did you know what those handles would do?
I mean, in the dream, in this dissociative state, I thought they were going to wake me up. It didn't wake me up, right? I was in reality. I know that now. You know, it's the most consequential 3 seconds of my life.
The flight crew stopped him.
We've got the guy that tried to shut the engines down out of the cockpit.
The flight diverted and landed safely in Portland, Oregon. Emerson was arrested, but the incident sparked a growing debate over pilot mental health. Disclosing mental health issues can lead to a pilot being grounded by the FAA, putting their ability to work at risk for an extended period of time, often lasting years. A 2022 study estimated 56% of pilots avoid seeking medical care due to fear of being grounded.
I came to an understanding or a misunderstanding that I needed to be perfect on paper. Like I needed to show up and appear perfect, no matter what else was going on for me.
The NTSB has since held a first-of-its-kind pilot mental health forum, and the FAA launched a review of its policies. Both called for changes to address barriers to care.
The goal really simply is to make our skies safer and make our pilots safer. That's it.
Illinois Democrat Sean Casten and Minnesota Republican Pete Stauber are leading an effort in Congress to enact those reforms within 2 years and hire additional medical examiners.
Our pilots and the air traffic control workers are not going to lose their job when they ask for help. We in this country must recognize that that's strength, and then they ought not to be punished. We're going to help them, process them, and get them back in the cockpits.
The bill would maintain the FAA's rigorous process for determining a pilot is safe to resume flying, but aims to cut through red tape and increase transparency. It has unanimously passed the House Transportation Committee and has the backing of two of the nation's biggest pilot unions. The FAA declined to comment on the bill. Emerson says he takes responsibility for his actions. He is facing more than 80 state and federal charges. He and his wife have begun a nonprofit, Clear Skies Ahead, aimed at improving pilot health and wellness.
Coming up next on your 19 News, Bay College puts on a golf fundraiser. We'll see how it went and hear who it's benefiting when we come back.
Lisa 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT2 FL Crew Cab. 4-wheel drive for $382 a month for 36 months with $1,500 due at signing. Or 0% APR for 36 months and $6,000 in rebates. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
At Big Valley Ford in Ewan, we're more than just a dealership. We're your hometown partner in finding the perfect ride. With a huge selection of high-quality vehicles, there's something here for every lifestyle and every budget. Looking for value? We've got one of the largest selections of pre-owned Ford trucks in the UP, all in excellent condition and low miles, along with a huge selection of new Broncos and trucks all ready to roll. Experience the Big Valley difference at Big Valley Ford in Ewan.
It's the highlight of the summer, the Marquette County Fair. Livestock, classic cars and tractors, live music and performances, art, games, and of course, the food. With new additions this year, the fair has something fun for everyone. The 2025 Marquette County Fair, August 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Marquette County Fairgrounds. It's fun for all ages.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
How to raise children.
Get out of here.
Door tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV. Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
From now through July at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, Lisa 2026 Chevrolet Equinox LT, all-wheel drive for $429 a month for 36 months with $1,500 due at signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet, experience the difference.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, Delta County raised money to change students' lives at an annual golf tournament. The Bay College Foundation held its 34th Swing for Scholarships outing at the Escanaba Country Club. To date, the event has brought in nearly $500,000. With that money, the foundation has provided more than 440 scholarships for students in a variety of programs working to achieve their goals.
There's tremendous student need out there, whether it's working parents, whether it's first-time students, whether it's non-traditional students, trades. I think the beautiful thing about education in our community is we're helping students, but more importantly, we're helping our communities rise up and be the best that we can.
The foundation president says even more valuable than the money raised is the long-standing relationship between Bay College and its supporters. Music on 3rd in Marquette made its return this evening after being postponed through June. Almost the entirety of North 3rd Street from Arch to K Avenue closed from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Throughout the evening, musicians from the surrounding area lined the sidewalks and business fronts as thousands wandered and watched from the empty street. With the midsummer start, the Marquette DDA has compromised with an extra hour of music, allowing for staggered performances and more time for folks to check out all 17 groups this year.
Like right behind me you have folk and like classic rock, you got hard rock and like for your loud music, further north you have the Spirit Strings Alliance to bring us some, calming music, and then some piano studios, and then a whole other types of genres here.
The events will be held each third Thursday in August and September. The next will be August 21st, starting at 6 p.m. Stephen Colbert shocked his audience tonight by announcing that CBS is wrapping up the long-running Late Show. Nick Zekchovich reports.
CBS announced that The Late Show with Stephen Colbert will end its run in May of 2026.
Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And
Colbert shared the news with his viewers during Thursday's taping at the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York.
I do want to say that the folks at CBS have been great partners. I'm so grateful to the Tiffany Network for giving me this chair and this beautiful theater to call home. And of course, I'm grateful to you, the audience, who have joined us. Every night in here.
In a joint statement, Paramount Global co-CEO George Cheeks said in part, quote, "This is purely a financial decision against a challenging backdrop in late night. It's not related in any way to the show's performance, content, or other matters happening at Paramount." The statement said CBS considers Colbert irreplaceable, adding that the network will retire the Late Show franchise when Colbert's time as its host ends.
The Late Show franchise began over 3 decades ago in 1993 with David Letterman. Stephen Colbert has hosted the show for the last 10 years. A new thriller hits theaters with a familiar name and why a Harry Potter star won't be behind the wheel anytime soon. Here are tonight's entertainment headlines.
Emma Watson has been banned from driving for 6 months. The ruling came from a British court a year after the Harry Potter star was caught speeding in an Audi in England. Watson already had 9 points on her license, and that ticket put her over the limit. 28 years after the murder of Gianni Versace, a new retrospective is celebrating the fashion designer's work. Versace dressed some of the biggest stars of his era, from supermodels to musicians to royalty. The exhibit covers designs from the 1980s to his death in 1997.
To look at what he was doing back then, you get to tie all the different stories, the rise of the supermodels, the empowerment of women that was so important to him, Princess Diana, Elton John, George Michael.
The London exhibit includes over 450 items and will be on display until March of next year. A classic thriller is returning to theaters with the same name and some familiar faces.
Get them before they get you.
The new version of I Know What You Did Last Summer brings back the original stars Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr., who says it's 1997 all over again.
This franchise is still going. I'm proud of what our contribution to it. I'm proud of getting to be a part of it, but it's still going, and hopefully if the movie does well, it'll keep going longer and stronger.
The remake follows a group of friends with a deadly secret.
What does it say?
I Know What You Did Last Summer opens in theaters nationwide tomorrow.
Now don't go away. When we come back, Kelly Rowland has our final look at weather. Stay tuned.
From now through July at Fox Marquette Subaru. Lease a 2025 Subaru Outback Premium for $377 a month for 36 months with $3,000 due at signing, or get 1.9% APR for 72 months on select new 2025 Subaru Outback model. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
Here I am, field trip chaperone.
Before preventing migraine with Qulipta, it was hard keeping plans.
And look at me now.
You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making more zero migraine days possible.
Don't take if allergic. Stop taking and get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save. Qulipta, the forget you get migraine medicine.
Home for CBS is WZMQ 19.
Lease a 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Sport for $356 a month for 36 months with $3,000 due at signing. Or get 2.9% APR for 72 months on select new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek models. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Final look at your forecast as we get ready for Friday. We are in for some nice, quiet and calm conditions, and we'll get some increasing cloud cover ahead of some storms, but overall most of the day will bring lots of sunshine and temperatures into the mid-70s, especially for Marquette and down to Escanaba, 72 still with lots of sun, but out to Ironwood, that's when we can expect and where we can expect some of those showers to push on in. Just a real quick tropical update. We've been monitoring the system that didn't quite get to a tropical depression or tropical storm, and it has now been weakened down to a 10% chance of a tropical cyclone formation over the next 2 to 7 days. Not really concerned with it forming into anything, but it's still making landfall into New Orleans and bringing lots of rain. Any family there, make sure to let them know. We will get some showers up into our area, especially for Friday evening and lingering into Saturday morning. Once we get to Sunday, lots of sunshine is on the way, and then the heat is on as we head into the next week with temperatures up to the upper 70s.
Kelly, thanks again. Finally tonight, some of the biggest names in sports were honored at last night's ESPY Awards in Los Angeles. 11-time Olympic medalist Simone Biles took home the award for Best Female Athlete, while NBA MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was named Best Male Athlete. The night's Icon Award went to Diana Taurasi, the WNBA's all-time scoring leader, and two-time FIFA Women's World Cup champion Alex Morgan. The retired athletes said they made sure to leave their sports in a better place than they found them.
It's because of you that we never had to apologize for speaking up or for fighting to raise the bar. It's because of you that we were able to be an Olympian, businesswoman, and a mom.
Olympic gymnast Sunny Lee shared a heartwarming message after she was named Best Comeback Athlete. Lee brought Team USA's Dr. Marcia Faustin to the ESPYs, thanking the doctor for helping her return to gymnastics. That's all we have for tonight, everyone. We'll catch you back here again tomorrow.